Yo, now we back with another video. What we gonna do today is my grandma's walking by. She gonna be like, "Don't do that." We're gonna put on a mask every time the teacher coughs. Yep, that's what we're gonna do every single time. Every time the teacher coughs, we put on a mask, and I have masks right here. So just in case I need to do that, I just do that. So let's see. Now I'm gonna have to log into the next class. Let's see where is it at though. Get ready. I hope this stream don't mess it up though, but I'm pretty sure it won't. Let's see. I'm surprised you haven't seen it when I was doing that. Okay. Now all I gotta do is go to classroom. I gotta do this every single day. This is horrible. Now all I gotta do is find what second class I have to log in on. I'm on classroom. I literally go here to classroom, but for some reason, it just shows me. It just takes me to never mind. Okay. All I gotta do is go ask my mom what class do I log into. Man, them roaches. If you ever spray a whole can of roach spray inside of one room, them roaches are gone. They're gonna give up. I'm just telling you that right now. They're like, oh no, I can't take it. I gotta go. Forget this house, y'all. This house is a death trap. Everybody, all roach friends, we gotta go. It's time to go. Why am I worrying about this house? I forgot I don't even live here no more. I'm over here worrying about the roaches. I just need to worry that I don't want them to get to my house. That's all I need to worry about. And I got 5 minutes. Social studies. Sure, you're gonna get your clothes about that floor. Where's social studies? What clothes? The bathroom. Oh no, it's that bleach smell. It kills me. That bathroom so close, you can't stand the bleach. I smell that. Yep. Where's the lights off? You said what, Mom? Wait, you said see if what again? Oh God. Yep. Oh. Okay, it's worse than I thought. Okay. Well. Okay. All right. Never mind. Oh, I should see that. something to spray near my area because I can't take it. Like I have a really good nose, so when I smell bleach, I smell that thing like I'm like right in the room with it. Hope that works. Oh, it smells better over here already. All right, let's see. Man, it's all dirty over there. Okay, Mom. Which one's the one social studies? You smell that? It's your third period. Go down. Is that it? Third world cultures? Yeah, that's it. Veronica Collins. I gotta go on right now.
Papa gonna get you out on popcorn you waste down there. What you was doing there?
I'm gonna pick it up.
You waste out on popcorn like that. And then they all run in his shit. Everybody pick that up. I just said no, go ahead. Thank you.
If you... Ain't nothing changed. Everything's the same. Man, forget this. I don't care.
What was the message? I'm sorry, hon? What was the message? About
you're killing me. I'm starting to get...
You had asked about attendance?
It's so bad.
Well, me being absent? Yeah, but I didn't count you absent.
Well, I was about to say...
I was like, did I count that?
Man, I was about to say...
I remember you because you
I thought it was over.
Had last year. And so I was like,
I thought it was over.
The name, I was like, oh no, he was here.
Oh my gosh. I was like...
See if I did count you absent, but I didn't count you absent. So I don't know.
I almost gave up.
Yeah. If you still have issues, let me know so I can go talk to the attendance clerk because on my end it says that you were ABL present. Okay. Yeah. So let me just know.
Let me open this dang window. Over here trying to kill me.
So it's so weird because like when y'all come up on this screen.
Is this because I'm moving? I'm sorry, y'all. I have to go one day.
But on attendance, it goes by your last name.
Trying to put the thing back down when you're working.
You have to pull both of them together.
Over to make sure it's not. And then
Are you trying to put it out there?
Yes.
Also,
why you made it up?
Oh.
Leave that blind alone for you being.
I have to open the window. You had that thing
Why
too
you
small.
have Papa breathing?
It is Canaan, right?
That was sin, right? That's what I got.
I know I asked you that last time. I just want to make sure.
What? Y'all been having y'all mouth open.
London. How are you doing today, London?
Yeah, I don't want to really mess with this teacher though. Oh, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Wait, do they hear that? Please don't tell me they hear that.
You don't want to talk, it's fine.
Y'all hear that, right?
Notori. Stephen.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Trayvon. How are you today?
Okay. Good. Wait, can't type it in.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and take attendance just real quick because, like I said,
Internet bad.
as you pop up on my screen, it pops up with y'all's first names in alphabetical order.
You hear that?
So, like, I see Alan first, even though Alan's last name ends with a P. And I see Zamirion last, even though Zamirion's last name starts with a G, starts with a P. So it's weird how it's the opposite. So I'm trying to make sure I transfer it over properly. Hey, Carson, how are you? And getting y'all all counted for. So right now I have out Jaden.
We're going to get everything ready. We got the masks right here.
I have out
Jeremy.
who I don't see either. Rusan. Rusan's usually here. Does anybody know Rusan personally? Emery? Mariah, do y'all know if he's just out today or maybe just late to log on? I don't know if y'all text one another or not.
Hold the phone.
Right,
Hold the phone.
Rusan,
Hold the phone.
Jada, I just saw you. I do believe Jada's here.
Even Jada is here.
Hey, no. My name doesn't sound familiar. Have y'all ever heard of
Even
Destiny
she
before?
is here? Wait,
No, she
who
hasn't.
was she to me?
She hasn't been to
I know
class, but I do know her.
one of them was my Amy.
Okay, do you know what's going on?
She said
It was
she's not coming to class
Kennedy.
today.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so you
Because
just
hasn't got the full schedule yet.
I can't think.
Oh, okay. Is she changing schedules?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, Jacob, I got you.
Why is my
And
mask
then
smell like that?
Hayden I have out also. So the three people that I have out are Destiny,
Control D.
Christopher, and Hayden.
Almost missed it
So
up.
it looks like everyone
Control
else
E.
is here. Ready to go. So there is 23
We
of
did it.
y'all here.
We did it.
We're going to go ahead and move it and keep going. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are
That's a
going
lot
to
of black
learn
people.
about types of maps. Why are maps important? What do they tell us? What do specific maps tell us? Because not all maps are the same. There's maps that are actually there for specific reasons. And you may never have seen one because you may never have needed it. But as a historical person and a history student, y'all are going to start looking at maps that tell us a lot of different things. And there's maps like you don't even realize it's a map, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and provide y'all a warm up.
Smells starting to get to my brain.
Back to it.
Why?
And then I want you to go ahead and log into Nearpod if you have not done so, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, chat.
Start making sure that you have all the stuff.
I'm gonna do it.
To be able to do all the stuff that we do. So Nearpod is something that we do.
Chat, I'm sorry.
Often,
I need.
Make sure that you
I'm
are
trying my best. Like all I gotta do is wait for her to cough one time,
where it needs to be.
get the mask ready, and put it on. But this is gonna be hilarious.
Chat, and then I'm also going to.
But I gotta make sure y'all
on
hear
my
this stuff.
screen, so you can go ahead and work on the Nearpod. Like I said, go ahead and start logging in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. All right, cool. So the question says, why are maps important? Okay, go ahead.
Let's roll
log
my
in.
camera.
And then once I start, oh wait, hold on. I messed up. I'm sorry. That's not nice.
Bad. Internet
right.
bad.
I'm also going to put in the Nearpod code. So if you've never logged on to Nearpod, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, log on to Nearpod and put that 5-letter code in, and it is all capital letters. Okay? I got Gabrielle, Joshua, Delaney, Emery, Jaden, Kobe, Stephen, and Zamir that are logged on. If you're having issues, my suggestion, write down that 5-letter code, log off of here, log on to Nearpod, get all set up, put that code in, and then log back on. Today is a black day, so it's odd colors, or odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, and 7. That's why we're in third period today. So let me just put you.
Why do they do this to us? So beautiful. So beautiful.
I wish we had you for red days as well.
Oh, okay.
Well, Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And thank you.
Yeah. Mariah, did you get it fixed, hon? Or did you have some issues?
Who again?
Yeah, I'm giving people time to log in.
I'm sorry, when he clicked it on top, it just logged him out of the classroom. So I had to go back in.
Hold up.
Okay, and y'all have access to
Hold
it?
up.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Hold
so.
the
You're
phone.
fine, right?
Yes.
This-
and the code for
this
it, if you
boy-
put the code in, it's all capital letters.
This dude,
W
this
E
black
I.
dude name is Mariah. Bro,
Yeah, so it's gonna say
I must be
go
tripping.
ahead and move on to the activity.
There's no way. This kid name is Mariah, and he is a dude.
18 or 19
That is a
people logged
dude.
in, and there's 25 of y'all. So if you're having issues,
Oh
put
my
it in the chat
gosh.
box. Also, if you're having issues with your schedule, make sure that you like underline, like today is a black day, so it's odd numbers. And then tomorrow, so it's every other day, it's like black red, black red, black red. All right, Alan, what is it saying to you?
What the we go again. I really want to see what that is. Wait, is this on purpose?
Oh, it's just lagging. Oh, it's just loading. Just remember, guys, this is not a stream. If you are having issues with it loading, go ahead and put your name in the chat box, please. Because like I said, I see 25 students.
What the?
Only about 19 people have logged off.
Siyama.
All right, Alan, you said yellow right here. You see a lot of blue.
Mom, I'm going live.
Typically represent on a map. Anybody want to tell me? Notori, what does blue represent? Water. Good job, thank you. And then you also see some like white type of color, some darker brown color, and a purple color right here. And then again, you also see this lighter color of like that greenish yellow. Okay. So a physical map actually highlights physical features, also known as like landforms. And so when you look at this map, you can actually see the lake.
Yeah.
You see the little, what are these blue lines? What do you think they represent? All throughout the map, you see little blue lines that connect and cross over. What do we think, Jocelyn? I'm sorry? Okay, so yeah, these blue lines represent lakes, this larger body of water.
Mom.
Jeremy, what do you think the answer
Come
is?
here. I'm so mad.
Hello? Good, yeah. So this, oh yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, rivers, lakes, and right here. Right. This kind of map is gonna show, like I said, landforms. And so when you look at landforms, you tend to think of blue as water, green is like grass or low-lying areas.
I'm gonna show you how it go right foot
up,
up, left foot slide.
Some actual areas of a lot of landforms. And on the
Yeah, right.
right of this map, this is actually showing elevation. What does the word elevation mean? Like a tricky one, huh? Anybody want to take a guess? All right, Jeremy, what is your guess? Or hypothesis?
What is happening out there? It is getting windy.
I think it's like trails for hikers to take.
Okay, so maybe
It was probably day. Never mind.
shot at what elevation means. It's a pretty tricky word. Right, Jacob? It means like great job. Yes, so elevation means like how high something is from a base. So like a base is like from the bottom of something. And so elevation shows how high something rises up or even falls down below. There's a place in California called Death Valley that is actually several hundred feet below sea level. And so if you look at this legend right here, okay, the legend is kind of like, it tells us answers to and so if you look at this legend, these light kind of yellowish, greenish areas, it says 0, 0 to 200. Then you see like a white area, it says 400, and all the colors kind of match the actual elevation. And so like right here, when you see that brown
What's the weather?
and that purple area, which just so happens to be all along here, it shows that it's actually 2,000 to 4,000 and 4,000 to 6,000 feet up. Why do you think that this area right here has a higher elevation? What do we see in that area?
It was cloudy.
I see your hand picked up, but let me call on some people. Alexa,
Okay.
what do we see in that area? Mountains, exactly. And so when we think of mountains, we know that mountains rise very, very, very high up. And so therefore, this
I do
area,
need to focus.
because it has a lot of mountains, it's going to be a higher elevation than say this area where we live, the Gulf Plains. And so if you look at the state right here, this is all the Atlantic and Gulf Coast Plains. We live right here in Texas. This is actually very low.
Mom.
This area right here, because of that light green, it's either between
What?
0 to about 400 feet, depending on the light green color that you see. And so when you look at this, do we have a lot of mountains in the area? No. And even if you've ever driven to Florida or even Louisiana, you pass through.
I don't live here.
No, it's a lot of very flat land.
Okay.
And even when you're driving, you see these.
Mom, I need backup. I need backup. Something's happening.
flat-low
Indeed.
land. And if you notice on our actual legend right here, it tells us it's a very flat, low land right here. Good job.
It's not picking that up. What?
So when we look at this, like I said, we see mountains, we see rivers, we all see lakes, you see bodies of water, and also the
I'm
colors,
listening.
like I said, match that. When you see a blue, y'all have already told me it represents water. When you see this light color of green, what do you think that light color of greenish yellow represents?
Forget it.
I'm calling some people that haven't.
Yeah.
Kanan, I haven't heard you talk today. What do you think that green represents? Or that light color of green?
It's too much. Right, Sion? Yeah, man.
Did you want some help, hon? Shake your head, yes or no.
Ultra eraser.
Can you hear me, Kanan?
That's good.
No. Okay.
Oh.
So, Kanan, go ahead and tell me what you think.
My man said.
Oh, okay. Is it better now, Kanan?
Mom, please.
I'm going to put a sentence stem in the chat box to use when you speak. You can. We want you to speak in complete sentences, guys. Okay.
All right, Kanan. So, why don't you call on a friend to help you out because we're having some computer issues, okay? So, I see Jada has her hand up. I see Alan, Alexa.
No.
A lot of people that have their hand up. So, call on a friend and they can help you out.
She still had it played. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the green means land.
Speaking right now. Is it Jacob? Hey, Jacob. Okay, so what did you say now?
Land.
Land. Okay. Well, she's asking you about the white parts, right?
Oh, the white parts?
I mean, didn't she ask about you the? What was the question that she asked you last?
The green.
Excuse me, say it again.
The green.
The green. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She had said the white parts before. Okay, so the green. Yeah, so it's land. Green. Anything green's gonna be what? It's gonna have. It's gonna probably be more like, what would the weather be? Because it's very green.
Dry. Well,
There'd probably be what? I want you to tell me. If it's green, see how it's brown on one side and it's green on the other?
so it must be sunny and rains over there.
Yeah, probably get some rain. It's green and it's moist. And just, and just like you said earlier, I think I heard a lot of you say that there were mountains over here on the left because of the. And I tell you what, raise your hand if you've ever been to the Rocky Mountains. Anybody been to the Rocky Mountains on the left? That's like in Colorado. Of course, Rocky Mountains stretch all the way up through several states. Oh, good. I see you. Jada went to Rocky Mountains.
Who made
Did you
all
go
this
skiing
mess?
or just go visit in the summertime? Or
I went to swimming in Denver, Colorado.
oh, Denver, Colorado. Oh, I love Denver. It's awesome. Okay, wonderful. Anybody else go to the Rocky Mountains? Anybody raise your hand if you've been in that? Jeremiah. Jeremy, you went? Did you go to the Rocky Mountains? I thought I saw you raise your
What
hand.
is they saying?
I can't hear you.
did.
Oh, you did?
I went
Wonderful. Did you go in the winter or the summer?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I'm talking about when she's talking about who went to the Rocky Mountains. Like, I don't even understand what she's
Oh, it was the
talking
winter,
about.
so there was snow or ice or.
They're talking
Well,
about
it's
who went to
beautiful
the
in the winter.
Rocky.
It's beautiful in the summertime too.
No.
We go there in the winter and the summer to Colorado. Okay, so
What?
anybody
What
go
is
to the
that?
Appalachian Mountains? Raise your hand. That's like going through Tennessee, and I guess Kentucky and on up. You see it stretches. It's a mountain range that stretches for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. So
What?
Anybody been in the Appalachian Mountains? Maybe camping or hiking or
I am paying attention. She's talking about
who is that? Is that Trayvon?
Oh,
Who was talking to me?
Well,
No, she said,
Jaden, have you
who
been
was
in the
talking to her?
Appalachians?
He said, was it Trayvon?
no, I want to hear what that is. Like, what type? It's really
Come on.
country.
I'm having trouble hearing, huh? Can you say it one more time very clearly?
I said, like what cities or countries are in this? I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you're saying cities or countries?
One
Let's
has
talk about-
his
it's
camera
really-
on
let's think about
off
states.
like the entire class
You know,
period.
Yeah, the Appalachian Mountains
I said
covers several states.
mine
Because
is
this a
on.
map of
It's just like another kid has
the
his
United
off for like the
States.
whole class
North American
period.
United States. So the outline is of the United
Yeah, the
States.
teacher don't say nothing about it.
So we're focusing on that. And so the Appalachian Mountains is cutting through several states, but on a physical map, you can't really see the states because that's not what's on a physical map. It's only like mountains and mountain ranges and lakes and rivers and things like that. But it's gonna be the East Coast, Appalachian's East Coast, and the Rockies are the what? We're more toward the West Coast. And of course you've got the Great Plains in the middle. And you got the Cascade Ranges up
Disease.
on the West
Yeah.
Coast. Great. And it shows you where the Gulf is, like where we live. You can see down there, it says Atlantic and Gulf Coastal
Yeah.
Plains. And you
What?
can see kind of where Houston is.
20 pence.
I mean, you can get an idea. Because maybe some of you have been to Galveston. Have you been to Galveston and swam in the ocean down here?
give up.
Raise your hand. Okay. So you can see where the Gulf of Mexico is. That's where you swam. It's
Man,
down
last
there.
was, no,
That's where we're located.
months ago.
Very good. So, Ms. Hayes?
Yeah, I didn't want to talk while you were talking, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I'll just take
Here,
the
I'll-
next screen when you're done.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next map. So just like we were highlighting, this physical map shows physical features. So it's gonna show landforms. And it's typically gonna show, sometimes you see cities, sometimes you actually see just like the major river systems and water and land and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next map, and Miss Mickey is gonna take that one on for y'all.
Okay, there we go. Okay, boys and girls, so I want you to study this map for a few minutes, and basically, this is called a political map. And I want you to tell me some things you see. So study it for just a minute, and then I'm going to call on some people to tell me what you see, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to compare it to what Ms. Hayes just talked about and the other map that we saw. Okay? So study this map for a minute. Notice all the
Also-
characteristics.
Also, just so you know, after this, we have a fun little quiz. I say fun little quiz, right? That's an oxymoron. Those words don't come together. And we have a time to climb, so pay attention to what you see on here because we're going to see who is paying attention up.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take it. It says, first of all, I want to ask you what you see. So I'm going to call on just like 3 people, okay? Carson, tell me what you see when you look at this map. Name one thing.
I see a lot of different colors, like your states.
Very observant. That's very good. You see a lot of colors. Ava, what do you see?
I see a lot of different countries.
Or states. We call them states. Okay, very good, Ava. Okay,
Countries,
Gabriel.
But if not,
Sorry, Gabriella. Sorry.
One lady.
I can't see.
Man,
I can't see. It doesn't show your whole name. Okay, so tell me one characteristic.
I can see the capitals of the states.
Okay, you see the
Loud.
capitals. Very good. Okay, anybody else want to? Let's see. I'm gonna call on 2 more people. Joshua, tell me what one thing you
that's
see.
sad.
Very good. Very good, Gabriella.
Come here. On your way. How
Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Okay, and Jacob, your last one. Jacob, tell me something that you see in this map.
I see Canada.
You see Canada? Okay, well, that's good. That's very observant. Very good. Okay, so one more person, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, tell me one thing you see, something maybe nobody else has noticed.
The ocean.
There's what?
The ocean.
The ocean. Okay, so you see the bodies of water.
No.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so let's go ahead and a political map is used to show boundaries, okay, between states and countries. Also can be used to show major river systems and major cities, okay? So just like you guys were talking and telling me that you saw the states. You can only see the states on this map because you can see the boundaries. You see that they're all outlined. You can see where each state is, okay? And then somebody said they saw capitals, and you're right. They put capitals on this political map, okay? And somebody said that they saw the countries around the United States. It's called Canada and Mexico. Okay, so you can see where United States ends and the new countries begin.
Yeah, I'm moving up.
Right, on a political map. So the question is here that Ms. Hayes has for you is what countries are being shown that have boundaries between them? Okay, so Alexa, tell me what countries we saw that have boundaries between them.
Around
Countries.
California.
Well, not states, but countries. What? It's okay. What countries on the map where it shows that we have the United States and then we have the countries around it. So what are the countries around it?
4.
Canada and Mexico.
Very good, Alexa. Very good. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so so we talked about that a political map, and you figured it out. I didn't. You said political maps have boundaries. Okay, and you said that political maps have capitals, and political maps have bodies of water. You can see rivers, lakes, the ocean around it. You said political maps have a lot of color. Okay, they're very colorful. And you also said on a political map, you can see the boundaries between countries, not just states, but countries. So having said that, I lost my train of thought. Boy, isn't that good? Okay, so see, this is what you have to look forward to as you get older. Okay, so anyway, you have told me what political maps are like. Now I want you to compare the political map that you see here and the physical map that you saw that Ms. Hayes showed. And I'm going to call on some people. I want you to tell me what are the differences between the two maps. Kobe, would you tell us the first difference, one difference between the two maps?
Is that the political map and the political map is it shows a lot more states than the what was the other one? The physical map.
Okay, so you could see, you said you could see the states on the political map, but you couldn't tell the states on the physical map, right? Right. Because why, Kobe? Because why were you able to tell the states on this one, but not on the physical? I mean, I'm just curious. Tell us why. Because there are what dividing them? They're called. It starts with a B.
What is happening?
No idea.
What's dividing the states? They're outlined by what? What?
If you want help, I've seen a Tori raising her hand. So if you want a friend to help you out, Kobe, the Tori is
Yeah. Or you could even call on a classmate to help you. London's got her hand up. London's got her hand up. Do you want London to help you out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Linda, do you want to help Kobe?
They're called borders.
They're called what?
Borders.
Boundaries, yes. They're called boundaries. So those lines that divide everything is called boundaries. Kobe, you and London is great. Thank you so much. Okay, I want to call on
The lag
other
has
people to
gotten
tell me the
better.
differences.
So he's saying the lag.
Jeremy, sorry. Jeremy, will you tell me one difference between the two maps? I apologize for mispronouncing some of your names. They're cut off on here, and sometimes I forget. Your names are actually not showing as a whole. Okay, yes, Jeremy. What did you notice that's different about the two maps? Different.
The political map has more color than the political map has more color than the actual map.
Very good. I wanted just one difference. Man, you did a great job. Thank you, Jeremy. Now I'm gonna call some other people. Christopher. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, expand on the color. Okay, so let's expand on the color of because basically there is color to a physical map, but it's not much color. I mean, you're gonna see green, you're gonna see brown, and you might see some blue around it, right? Because it does show rivers and oceans and lakes. And then the other countries around it may be shaded gray or white. You know, it's not going to be a very colorful map. And color is the big thing too. If you can remember, that political maps are more colorful, then you won't mix them up. Okay, physical maps are just green, brown, gray, white, with some blue, right? Okay, and then your political map, however, is going to have a lot of color. You see in this map here, this political map, you've got oranges and pinks and greens and yellows, and the countries around it are shaded gray. And then you have your bodies of water, which are blue. And so you can really see, a lot of color in the political map. So remember that. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Oh, right. Okay, so good point. Ms. Hayes made a very good point. She said, remember that why we don't color this, the states are not colored the same color is because, as you notice, Texas is orange, New Mexico is pink, and Oklahoma is yellow. We don't want the same colors touching each other because why? Can anybody tell me? Christopher, can you tell me why we don't want to color all the states that touch each other the same color?
Because
That's so bad.
You wouldn't be able to tell what? If you colored Texas, Oklahoma, and New Mexico all the same color, would you be able to tell which state is which?
Ooh, that hurts.
No, it would look like it's all one big state. If you colored New Mexico, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, all the same color, it would just look like it's one big state. But because we make sure that the states are all different colors that touch each other, that way you can see the boundaries. You see how Mrs. Hayes is drawing the boundary?
yes,
She's showing you that the color is helping you to see the boundary. So when we ask you to color maps, Ms. Hayes does that a lot, ask us to color maps. When we do that, we always tell the students, don't color the states all the same color or around it all the same color. The ones that are touching have to be different colors. Okay, Ms. Hayes, you want to chime in?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So there's two main things that I kind of want to repeat and go over again. And the very first one's on the first map. So on the physical map, if you look at it, these colors actually tell us something. The reason they use like the browns and greens and blues is because when you think about blue, like y'all told me, it represents water. And so anything that you see that represents water is going to be some shade of blue. And then just like the green, when we think of green, I heard a lot of people say plains or grass. And that's the same thing with this physical map. Because it shows physical features, like a physical map, a physical feature is, like I said, a landform. it's going to look essentially like the landforms. So blue is water, green is grass, and then your brown is like rocks, like mountains. And so if you notice, you're going to see a lot of the same colors. You notice that purple, a lot of purple and white is used for like snow. And so when you see these colors, it's because it represents what we think of that color represents. So again, blue is water, green is grass, and brown is rock. Whereas this one, just like I was trying to give y'all some hints, every single one of these is a different color. If I was to choose any state on this map, I'll just go Colorado. If I look at this color of Colorado, it's green. Nowhere near that state that it touches is going to be the same color. So Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, not really Texas, but New Mexico, Arizona, and Utah, you notice all of those colors all of those states that surround Colorado, they're all different colors. And just like what Miss Miggy was saying, because this shows boundaries where one state begins and another one ends, you don't want it to have any colors that touch one another, because then you wouldn't be able to see that boundary of Colorado and Utah. It would look like it was just one big state. And because this map is specific to show where one state begins and another one ends, you need to make sure that you make it a very colorful where it stands out, so you can clearly see that boundary of where the state begins and ends. Any questions so far? Remember, pay attention because we're going to have a quiz.
Wow.
All right. And then the very last map, this seems to be the easiest map, and I'll go ahead and explain this map right here, the easiest map. All right, so this is a population map. And so what do you think a population map shows? Caleb?
Hey. I gotta see this mother, bro.
It shows how many people are in that state.
Yeah. So a population map is actually used to show how many people live somewhere, or it even shows how many people live in a very small place, or how dense a place is. And so the word dense, it means how many people are living close to one another in that area. And we're like, heavily dense areas are heavily populated areas typically. And so when you look on this map, it even tells you the legend right here. So here's the United States. Okay? And it says one dot represents 100,000 people. So every single place where you see a red dot, it's going to mean that there's 100,000 people living in that area. So it's going to highlight your larger cities. Now, when you look at states like this, where you see a lot of red dots, I mean, the state of New York right here, and all of New Jersey and Massachusetts, those, you don't see any white on those. Those are super red states because, again, they're heavily populated, very dense states. And so when you look at this, like I said, you can kind of see like Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming.
Oh my Lord.
This area right here, there's only a couple dots in each of those states. What does that tell us about those states? Let's see. I see your hand. I haven't called on you today. What do you think that tells us?
That there's not much people there.
Yes, they actually are less populated and less dense, meaning there's a lot of land in between large major cities here because not a lot of people live in this area. And that's true. Actually, in the state of Montana, a little fun fact you can tell your friends, you are more likely to hit a moose than you are another vehicle because there are more moose that live in the state of Montana than actual people. One more fact. But if you look over here, what state is this right here that I'm kind of circling, or I'll kind of put in? Now again, don't hurt my self-esteem on my bad drawing skills. But what state is that that's underlined in purple?
Right, Pappy?
Let's see.
Hey, Pat.
I'm gonna call on somebody that I'm just gonna. Joshua. Do you know what state that is, son?
I'm surprised it never come on me.
Great job. Thank you. Yes, California.
Lord, you asked
if you look
me
at
my
California,
blessings.
why do you think it is so red?
Yeah, of course you are. You really answering. Yeah.
a lot of people.
I'm
live.
free. Thank you.
Yeah, there's a lot of major
Thank the
cities
Lord,
in
thank
California. There's a lot of cities that have at least 100,000 people.
Thank the whole
So
heaven.
California is a very heavily populated city. What state is this?
Florida.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. Let's see. I have an iPad on. Kaden.
Wow. Here, what are you? Okay.
Do you know what state that is,
I
Kaden?
can't. I really can't. Oh.
Can you hear me,
quiet
Kaden?
like crazy.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Can you hear me? You said no? I was able to respond. All right. So who can help Kaden out? What state is this, Gabriel or Gabrielle?
New York.
Great job. Thank you. Yes. So if you notice at New York right here, I mean, it is all red and a lot of dark red because there's cities on top of cities that have very heavily populated areas. Even the state right below it, if anybody can tell me the state, I'll give you some virtual candy. Yeah, I don't do that too often. But who wants some virtual candy? What state is that?
Jersey.
New Jersey, virtual candy for Kayla. There you
I
go.
only know that because my parents live there.
I'm sorry?
I only know that because my parents grew up there.
Ah, cheater. But hey, you knew it, and that's all that matters. So go ahead, you can eat your virtual candy in class if you want. That's not a big deal to me.
Virtual
candy. So yes, New Jersey. So even though New Jersey is a very, very small state, and when you think about New Jersey, you're like, what? Why is that so dark red? It's because a lot of people actually, because it's such a small state, and they have a couple major cities that have more, like millions of people, and a lot of people from New York will actually live in New Jersey because it's so close. It actually is a very dense, heavily populated area. Even though when you think of the state of New Jersey, people don't tend to think of that as like a very, like there's not a lot of people that live there, but in actuality, there are.
Back
So I'm
together.
going to talk to look at this, and I'll give you a second or two to look at the actual map itself. And I want you to tell me a couple of places that are heavily populated or heavily dense, and a couple of places that are less dense or not as heavily populated. I also want you to tell me the top 5 cities with the largest population
Oh, it hurt.
in the United States. Give you a second to look at that.
Oh, wait, nobody see me smack myself, bro. Wait, am I still alive? Oh, yeah, 1 hour. I can't breathe. Can't breathe. 999.
All right, so I'm going to call on some people I have not seen, and then we'll go ahead and take our break afterwards. So I have not really heard from Madison.
Waiting for the
I haven't heard from Steven. I haven't heard from Carson. I haven't heard from, let's see.
I can't breathe.
Oh, I've heard, and Zamirion.
I can't breathe.
All right, so those 4, y'all are going to be the ones to share.
9.
All right, so
Waiting for the XL.
who did I call on first? That y'all, all the squares are moving, so I'm like, where did they go? I want to say it was. I know Zamirion was one of them. So Zamirion, why don't you go ahead and share? What is an area on the map or state that you can tell is heavily populated
Waiting for
or
the
not heavily populated?
right here.
Not popular.
Which state?
No, long.
Michigan? Is that what you said?
Easy.
Okay. So for those of you that may not know, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight Michigan. So a lot of people, if you're from Michigan or you talk to somebody who's from Michigan and you ask them where they're from, or put their hand up and then they'll point to their hand where they're from. Because if you look at it, Michigan actually looks like a state where it is giving you a high five. Okay? So I'm going to highlight it in yellow.
999.
So this is the state of Michigan right here. And yeah, there are some pretty large cities in Michigan, but overall Michigan is not really that heavily dense. But when you look on the map, it looks like there's a lot of people that live, over 100,000 people in that area. All right, and so let's go ahead and call on Stephen. I think you are another one of mine. What's another state of yours that's either heavily populated or not as heavily populated?
Colorado.
Okay, and so Colorado is this state right here. And are you saying it's heavily populated or not heavily populated?
Not heavily populated.
Good. Yeah, and the reason why is because there's so many mountains here. There's not a lot of land for people to build homes. And so you'll see like Denver, Colorado, Boulder, Colorado, there's a lot of people that live there. But overall, Colorado is not that heavily populated. All right, who was the other one? Madison, I know you were one of them. Madison, what is a state that's either heavily populated or not heavily populated?
Hey, yo. All right. 999. Wait for you.
I'm not sure.
Okay, you want to take
I
guess?
Nine.
Okay, so let's look at the state of
Waiting
Florida.
40
So if you
XL.
look right here at the state of Florida, which if you ever look on a map, Florida and Texas, you should always be able to identify those on a map just because of how they look, kind of have physical features that kind of just stick out on a map. Okay. All right. So yeah, what do we think? Is Florida heavily populated or not heavily populated? Madison, what do you think?
That's lit.
I don't really think it is populated.
Okay. So there are some major cities in Florida that are very heavily populated, but you can see some white in there. Okay. So yeah, Florida does
You
actually
turn
have a
my
lot of cities
camera
that
every
have
time
a
they-
population of over 100,000. And then my last person was most even I answered. All right, Kanan.
Oh my God. What is that?
Okay, so Wyoming is the state right here. Let me kind of just put that right there. All right, and what do we think about Wyoming?
Not very populated.
It's not very populated at all. There's only 2 or 3 little dots that you can see, and most of them are on the borders of other
Waiting
states
40
because
XL.
people like to live close to a border typically or a river system because of that. Good job, guys. All right, so I'm going to quickly go over the top most populated cities in the United States. You can guess on one of them.
That's on the wrong with it.
All right, Gabrielle. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Gabrielle. Gabrielle, what do you think?
Pennsylvania.
So Pennsylvania is the state. We're talking about some cities, but yeah, Pennsylvania right here is actually a very heavily populated state. Let's look at the top 5 cities, though. Who can tell me the most heavily populated city in the United States? Jada?
No.
Now remember, cities are inside of states, right? From our Venn diagram, we know that cities are inside of states. So Texas is the state.
Kobe says he's been there.
Oh wait, Houston.
Okay, so Houston is in the top 5. Okay, Houston is actually number 4 on the list. Who knows number 1? Steven?
I know. I don't want to see it.
LA.
LA is number 2. So there's one city I know y'all know the city. We're just not thinking right now. And as soon as I tell y'all gonna be like, oh man, Jeremy, let's take a guess before I tell y'all.
Is Emery there? Emery, are you there?
Is that really dark spot on the right
Can
side?
you unmute and tell me
On
if you're
top?
there?
I forgot the name of this state.
Is Emery there?
Okay, so the state that, are you saying this one right here? They said Dallas is in Texas. So the actual number one most populated. Okay, so the state that, are you saying this one right here? They said Dallas is in Texas. So the actual number one most populated.
Huh? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I just also realized that. So New York City is actually the most heavily populated city in the United States. And there's over 10 million people that live there. It's so heavily populated that instead of buying houses next to one another like we do, they actually buy houses in apartment complexes that are stacked on top of each other. And that's why you see the buildings are very, very tall in New York, because you're actually buying airspace up as opposed to buying land space like we do. So the top 5 cities, our population is New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, and then actually it used to be Philadelphia, but now it's actually Phoenix, Arizona. That's crazy to think about that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:46. Let's go ahead and take a break until, let's just say 10:55. So give y'all about 7-8 minutes to go ahead, go to the restroom, go grab a drink, go do whatever it is that you need to do to come back to the meet at 10:55. If you have any questions and want to stay on, this will be y'all's time also to ask questions or anything like that.
Blood. Talk out your body. All right, never mind.
Wait, what time to get back?
Scare me.
10:55.
Man.
What's wrong, Jacob? You can turn your camera off if you want.
I can't find it. It'll be on the break. My dog tried to eat me. Oh no, we finna have a problem. She's actually in a class. So mad. He bit me. It's just ridiculous. Oh wait, hold up. Yeah. I can look back into the live chat, and see that. See what I mean? I always gotta record, In my book. Right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have 10:55, so I'm going to go ahead and get started.
I do
Guys,
everything
if you ever need to go to
in
the
my
bathroom or anything, please don't
power
hesitate
to
to just
see
go. You don't have
you
to
just
ask.
smile.
But just know, right around the halfway mark, we will take a break to get snacks, go to the bathroom, and stuff like that. So if you're able to hold it, please just hold it, because we will take a break daily, just for you to be able to get out of your chair and stretch if you need to, go to the bathroom and go get a drink, whatever the case may be. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is we talked about a physical map. And when we looked at physical map, we talked about land forms and features that it has. And so before we get into that, we're going to do a little Nearpod activity. So I'm going to go ahead and share the link with you into the actual Google Meet. And then I'm also going to present my screen to you. Go ahead and also go into the time to climb. You should be able to see the time to climb. It says waiting for players. Can everyone see that? All right. So I also shared the Nearpod link with you if you want to click on that. If you need the code to get in because you've never logged on or it's just giving you problems, I'm going to go ahead and put the code on. If you get kicked out of the class, just because of lag issues or whatever the case may be, go to nearpod.com and then put that 5-letter code in. And yes, it is all capital letters. Okay? SNXDF. Give y'all some time. I see 2 players have connected.
Yeah, hurry up. Ow. Oh, this is hard. Videos pause on this device. Yeah, I got it. Be like, yeah, yeah.
All right, guys, I'm seeing only 9 people connected, so let's go ahead and get going on the connection. I see Caleb, Josh, Kanan, Gabrielle, Demirion, Mariah, Steven, Toby, and Ava.
I'm saying there was again in my chat box.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, beginning. What?
You're on mute.
What? Nah.
I guess.
I'm a dude. I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm dead. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. It's mad quiet.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing about 14 people connected, and yet there's 23 people in here right now. So if you are having issues, please put it into the chat box. Also, this is a classroom, even though you are virtual. You would not be allowed to eat in the classroom, so please, guys, that break is for you to eat or know that you're going to be going to lunch in the next 30 minutes or so. So please be respectful. The last thing I want to see is you eating, because that tells me you're probably not paying attention as much as you should be because you're focused on the food. Okay?
How many people want?
I'm sorry, Jada?
Guys, I was supposed to be looking at
I didn't hear what you said,
comments.
Jada. I'm sorry.
What am I doing?
14 people want
Can you repeat that? What'd you say, hon?
What? I said 14 people and what? Like, what? You said it's only 14 people. 22 people.
I'm not really seeing people. Y'all are coming in really super quiet.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna go ahead and start, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, I only see 15 people connected, and I'm not seeing anybody telling me that they're having issues. So again, when you
How is
I
he
look at
just-
what's the classwork and getting credit for the classwork, guys, I'm seeing
I
kids
do
that aren't
everything in my power. Ow. I'm not even gonna bother. Lou.
Are you able to see the screen?
Can't breathe. I can't breathe. 999. Waiting for the exit.
I toss my pain with my wishes and I wish you well. I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Toss my pain with my wishes and I wish you well. Still not alive,
But oh well.
I still try even though I know I'm gonna fail. Stress on my shoulder like an anvil. Perky got me itching like an anthill. Drugs killing me softly like hell. Sometimes I don't know how to feel. Full up from depression. You use my past and my memories as a weapon.
Oh.
On the other line, I talk to addiction. Speaking of the devil, all the drugs I miss them.
This can't be real, it's fiction. Some feels broke, needs a fix.
I cry out for help, do they listen? I'm gonna be
Yeah,
this
this is the part.
I tell you I'm fine.
I'm lying.
I just don't want you to worry. This is the part where I take all my feelings and hide them. 'Cause I don't want nobody to hurt me. I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. I'm my pain with my wishes and I wish you well. Still no lie. I still try even though I know I'm gonna fail. It's stress on my shoulder like an anvil.
I swear to God.
Perky got me itching like an anthill. Drugs killing me softly like hell. Sometimes I don't
Oh,
I
innovation.
don't know how to feel. Let's be for real.
If it wanted for the but if I can tell you, I just told y'all my secret. I just cheat.
I started taking the drugs and now the drugs take me. This is the
Also, make sure your camera is on your Facebook, guys. That's how you get credit for participating. I don't see if you just walk away. I'm not the camera's on.
I'm waiting for the exhale. Took my pain with my wishes and I wish it well.
Still no love, but oh well. Still trying. I'm so blind. And hell. What's it? No, we're doing this thing. Yeah, she don't hear it though. Which type of? Can I mute this? Like, I can't. I'm not even focused. I thought about hanging with my wishes and the wishing well. I'm dead. God, no, I'm gon' fail. Shares of my soul like an anvil. Cricket can be itching like an anthill. Gonna be softly in my head.
Alright, great job everybody. I see that South Shore wanted towards the camp to get away from Jackson and Paris. So great job, Joshua. Great job, all of y'all. Giving y'all some virtual community classrooms. So the next thing
This can't be real, it's fiction. Some feel broke, need to fix it.
we are going to kind of talk about
Man.
So if you remember the very first map that we did,
This is the part where I tell you I'm fine, but
so
I'm.
we're going to highlight some pretty basic landforms that most
This is
of
the
y'all
part where I
probably
tell you
see pictures of and get definitions on them, or have learned them because like in your teacher local community. But we want to make sure that basic landforms that things that we see in the United States and all over the world. And so I'm going to go ahead and get that for y'all. I will put the link in the chat box as always. And then I will also go ahead and share a live so you're able to follow along. And Miss Mary worked really hard on this one. And so Miss Nikki is showing us the good. Miss Nikki is also going to present this one as well. Sorry. I haven't posted yet because I had to get out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and and I'm going to go ahead and also share my screen with y'all. Nice, so y'all should see the minutes on the point. So it's everyone see that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start the video and this movie's going to take it over from here once the video is over.
We did this already. Man. So much.
What's up, Moby?
I feel like a young child.
Everest?
It's a good body.
But that's the highest mountain in the world. What is a landform?
You know, I
A
know
landform is a natural formation or area of land. There are many different landforms all over the planet. Well, a continent is one kind of landform. Earth's land is divided into 7 continents. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica.
Antarctica.
There are different landforms all over the continents. There are even landforms right in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't know
What
who
are
I am.
raised areas of land?
Wait, hold
A
on.
hill is a landform that rises up and has a rounded top. The steep ones are fun to ride down.
Yeah.
Be careful, Moby. A mountain is a landform that rises high above the area around it and has a peak at the top. A row of connected mountains is called a range. The Andes mountain range is the longest in the world. It goes through 7 countries.
Like it really
A
does. I don't know
plateau
why.
also rises above an
Why
area
this
like a
be
mountain,
happening?
but a plateau has a flat surface on top.
It's just
What
sad.
are lower areas of land? A valley is a landform that is lower than the area around it. You can find valleys between
Dang.
hills, mountains, and plateaus.
I'm dead.
Water from higher areas can flow down into the valleys to form rivers and streams. Rivers with rich soil make valleys good for farming. A canyon is a deep valley with
Thought you were
very
being short.
steep
Oh.
sides. It's formed when a river
Oh.
wears away at rock for millions of years. What are flat areas of land? Plains are
Hey, Spencer.
wide, flat lands. Many plains have rich soil, so they're good for agriculture. The Great Plains covers part of the United States and Canada. Many areas of the Great
man.
Plains are covered by prairie. A prairie is a grassy
You
plain
are
that
the
has
man,
few
boy.
or no trees. Other plains are covered by forests. There are even plains on the ocean floor.
Mhm.
What are landforms near water? A coast is an area where land meets the ocean. Some coasts are rocky,
Ah.
and others are sandy with beaches. Over thousands of years, water can wear away at coasts to form bays. A bay is an area of water that has land on three sides. The water in a bay is usually pretty calm. An island
Oh
is an area
my
of
God.
land that is surrounded by water. The Caribbean has over 7,000 islands. A peninsula is an area of land that has water on three sides. The state of Florida is a really big peninsula.
Honey, I need your phone.
You reached the top of Mount Everest? That's impossible. It takes weeks. Hey. Whoa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know brain pops aren't the most entertaining thing. I totally get it. I did feel like this one is a good one, though, to highlight some major landforms. I am not a brain pop person. I feel like it's actually very elementary. Probably this will be another one that you see in my classroom. But like I said, I do think it had a very good explanation of what landforms are. And so, Miss Miggy, go ahead and take it away. We've got about 6 or 7 minutes.
Okay, so do you have the rest of my, okay, there we go. Okay, so this next one is another video. It's called Landforms. Hey, it's a brief description of all the landforms. You'll really like it. It's very energetic, and I think it is geared more for middle school. And so, Ms. Hayes, why don't you turn it on?
Oh.
Look outside your window for a sec, and you'll probably
Okay.
see some buildings and streets, maybe telephone poles, hopefully some trees in there too. A lot of the world that we live in has been shaped by people, and hey, no complaints because I'm plenty comfortable right here. But people aren't the only ones moving things around and shaping our world. Wind, rain, and other elements do it all the time, making shapes out of the earth we call landforms. So what are some kinds of landforms, and how are they made? First, remember that the Earth is made of several spheres, including the hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere, and geosphere. The solid part of the Earth, or geosphere, may look pretty stable, but it's always changing. Weathering and erosion by wind and water are constantly reshaping what our planet's surface looks like. And even if it takes so long that we don't usually notice it, it's happening. Let's check out our map to explore what kinds of landforms there are around the world.
This is the coronavirus.
Mountains are probably some of the most well-known landforms. Basically, they're just really big hills with steep sides that stretch way above the surface of the Earth. Many mountains are formed when large plates or pieces of the Earth's surface collide and are forced upwards. The low spaces in between, we call those valleys. But if mountains don't pique your interest, how about plateaus? Plateaus are also tall landforms, but unlike mountains, which tend to have the pointy tops we know as peaks, plateaus have flat tops. Plateaus come in lots of sizes. If they're medium-sized, for example, they're called mesas, which is the Spanish word for table, which is highly appropriate since plateaus kind of look flat and long, like tables. And if they're smallish, they're called buttes. No matter what they're called or what size they are, plateaus can form in lots of different ways. Sometimes they're caused by the erosion or wearing away of mountains, like by water or really big pieces of ice. Other plateaus are made by magma, which is really hot melted liquid earth below the surface. When magma swells up below the surface but can't break through, it can push up a flat chunk of land, leaving that table-like formation behind. And speaking of magma, let's go to the Pacific Ocean on our map for a good look at the most explosive landforms. Volcanoes. These landforms are found where the surface of the Earth is relatively thin. When magma breaks through the surface or erupts, that hot liquid rock gets lava, and a new volcano is born. Hot stuff coming through. Hot is definitely a good term to describe another kind of landform. Deserts. Deserts are landforms that lose more water to air than they get through rain, snow, or other kinds of moisture. The world's largest desert is the Sahara in northern Africa, where daytime temperatures can climb to a sweltering 55 degrees Celsius. Just a wee bit out of my personal comfort zone. But then again, so are the cold temperatures in Antarctica, which is actually considered to be a desert too. Penguins in the desert. Who knew it, right? Time to set sail for two more kinds of landforms. Islands and deltas. You'll find deltas at the mouth or end of rivers where they meet the ocean. Deltas are formed when dirt and other debris that are washed down the river accumulate or build up to form a piece of land. Islands, on the other hand, can form any number of ways. They might come from the cold lava of underwater volcanoes, or from a whole lot of dirt, sand, and pieces of coral building up due to ocean currents. Islands can even form by breaking off from a larger piece of land, so they can form in lots of ways, but as long as it's surrounded on all sides by water, it's an island.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of stuff in the chat box, and I understand that people are thinking this is science related because the one thing about social studies is social studies is actually related to all topics, science, math, even language arts. But we approach it in a social studies way. So because we speak about maps, we talk about landforms because landforms are on maps.
He called me the king of the world.
Fifth grade review.
He called me the king of the world.
This is literally the second week of school. I don't know what you remember from fifth grade. I don't know what you learned in fifth grade. So there's going to be stuff that is going to be something that you may have heard of or may not have heard of. But I need to see where y'all are at on y'all's level of education when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Call me the king of the world.
I need to know how to approach it. And I'm just going to tell y'all right now, Trayvon and Christopher, if I continue to see what I am seeing, I will make sure to acknowledge that with some adults so that we can get this
I'm a lawyer, but
fixed and stopped, because I've asked y'all nicely in the chat. Now it's going to be coming, not my problem, but I will be calling people to make sure that it gets corrected. So we all understand that the chat box is not a text message stream. You would not be allowed to do this in class. So you need to think of this, even though you're at home in a nice cozy chair or whatever the case may be, that this is still your classroom and you need to treat it as such. Do we all have an understanding of that?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys,
I don't.
Just like I've said millions of times, I know we've only seen each other probably 4 times, but this is something that I've addressed daily. This is the classroom. I understand it's not your typical classroom.
Man, if I have my mic off, bro, man, I don't care.
So you need to treat it as such.
Like, bro,
right? So it is 11:19. Go ahead, Ms. Lee.
I was just gonna say, and guys, I know that you're saying, okay, why do I need to know how landforms are formed? But just like Mrs. Hay said, it's cross-curricular. Basically, you're learning science and social studies go together, okay? The landforms got here somehow, and it's very interesting to find out how they got here, how they formed, and you're at the age now that you're learning all that, and it's very exciting. So just enjoy all the information.
I will tell you something that also science teachers that we teach is weather and hurricanes and wind. And again, the reason why we teach that is because it shapes how our world and continents look. And so even though I know you've already learned some hurricane stuff in science classroom or wind erosion in science classrooms, you have to think about it. You learn it from different standpoints. Social studies, we care about how it shaped our world and why people choose to live in certain areas. Because I'm teaching you the social aspect of history. Whereas science is teaching you the scientific reason of what makes up a volcano or how are hurricanes formed in the ocean. And so yes, there's going to be things that you see, and like Miss Nikki says, cross curricular, meaning they go across both
She didn't even say nothing.
But again, y'all need to be open to the fact that yes, there's going to be certain things that cross one another, but not most of it. Okay. All right. So again, please make sure that you are using your chat box for questions or participation.
Okay.
All right. So it is 11:21. Volcanoes actually do make up some islands. Great job, Jacob. So this would be our typical time where I would allow you to pack up and get ready for your next class, and this is no different. So essentially you would be packing up your stuff and getting ready for your next class. So you can put all your stuff away and go ahead and get ready for, we are in 5th period after this.
Ms. Hayes, how many more minutes again?
Never mind.
3. Okay, so they don't have time to maybe like an exit. They can just put one fact they learned from the videos.
Never mind.
In the chat box, you think? Okay, as you leave, put one fact you learned from either one of the videos. Just put it in the chat box. Okay, as you leave.
You could tell I'm here.
What's your question, Jeremy?
What?
You have to unmute.
I don't have a 5th period.
Just if you are missing a class, guys, and I'll try to tell you all this, any class that you show that you're off, like 5th or 6th period, that is your time to work on your electives that you have, those 8th and 9th period classes, because essentially we don't have 8th and 9th period. So if you are missing a class like 1st or 5th or 4th or 6th or anything, you work on your elective classes during that time. Does that make sense, Jeremy?
I'm done.
All right, and once you put your fact in there, you may go ahead and log off. So Parsons and Miriam, y'all can stay if y'all have questions, ladies and gentlemen. Good. Jocelyn, good job. Bye, Kobe. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Enjoyed working with you.
Yeah.
Miss Hayes. It is? Yeah. And
It's Emery.
Hi, this is Emery's mom. I'm sorry, we lost connection again. Is there anything he needs to do?
So we were just watching some videos. Were you able to get into the Nearpod? Were you able to get the Nearpod that I put onto the Google Classroom?
We got into the Nearpod, but then it shut us down.
Okay. So I'll put in, all we did was kind of just watch some videos on landforms. I will put in a link for a good one. It's a YouTube video that I can put in also into the Google Classroom stream.
Okay.
All right. And I'll go ahead and do that.
That's all we did was watch the videos, and then we talked about it a little bit, and then they typed up.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Excuse me? Mom. You supposed to be here making money.
Guess who came first place inside the game we played? No, I said guess who became inside the game. First place. Guess who became first place inside the game we played? Look.
What? You cheated?
Why would I cheat? Might have. Okay, no. I had searched up some answers real fast.
Go ahead, you're very smart.
I'm a hacker. Your son is a hacker. Of course he's smart. But when we leave this alone,
yes, please.
If breaking and falls on your computer and bust the computer and glass fall everywhere, go into my eye, I'll run into your computer.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Hmm?
You finished, but you need to go in and do your homework for Miss Kosa.
I'm a live streaming, y'all. What's up? What's up? I'm live streaming while up.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, Mom, can I try something?
You still in Google Meet Classroom.
Okay. Yeah.
But you need to do your homework. This is the time you do your homework. What was it? What was that video about?
I wanted to see if
what was that video about?
Boring stuff. I wanted to see if
It
this
is
working.
not. Get away.
Why?
It's not for iPhone. Go.
It's not. It can't work on.
Frontier Fund is making a commitment to help bartenders keep doing what they do best. Let's keep our bartenders pouring. I still believe in fairy tales. I still believe in picking flowers. I still believe in getting lost in someone's eyes and talking for hours. I still believe in shooting stars. I still believe in midnight drives and butterflies you get right before you kiss for the very first time. Love, how many times can a heart break? Love, comes away in a soul take. Love, don't know where you ran off to. Love, I still believe in you. I still believe in miracles. I still believe in wedding rings and Bibles. I still believe the best one will never take us down.
Now, how many more minutes until we start?
Now, you got to break to 2:20. I told you got to do your homework.
That's the point.
What's the point? Hi, my name is Luella. I'm calling from Here Health on behalf of All Well from Sunshine Health. Have I reached Olga Rodriguez?
Okay.
No, I can have a Spanish person call you back. Is that okay? Would you like me to have someone call you back? Okay. Okay, well, I'll call back. Bye bye. That's okay. Bye bye.
Cause that's what you do. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Papa keep attacking me. Can I start doing my work at like 1?
Yeah, 1 o'clock. So you gotta break something.
Why are you shaking?
Shh. Hold on, you shaking me. Hi, this is a message for Miss Gail Howard. Hi, my name is Luella. This is a message for Miss Gail Howard. And I'm calling from Adhere Health on behalf of All Well from Sunshine Health, your healthcare plan, to let you know that it's time to fill some of your important medications. And we're always here to assist you. Please give us a call back at 1-888-660-8455. That's Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're a TTY user, dial 711. Thank you so much for your time.
Cause that's what you do. That's what you do. Yeah, that's what you do. How many times can I heartbreak? How much weight in a soul take? I don't know. Maybe you ran out too.
Well, they said they're being hard on me because they don't want me to go.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm about to get his son.
He don't want me to leave him. They don't want me to leave him.
Nobody like goodbye.
Let me tell you something.
Stop.
What?
I be drinking that.
Why?
It's COVID. You forget.
I live right.
Close the door. My soul again. To sit together like a pair. Hi, I'm calling from Miss Janice Fortune. Hi, my name is Luella. I'm a medication adherence technician, and I'm from a medication adherence tech. Calling from Adhere Health on behalf of your healthcare plan, Sick to Health Spring. And I'm calling because it looks like you may be coming up or overdue to have your medications refilled. Do you have a moment to discuss your medications? Okay, that's great. Let me see here. I'm call.
Can I please use your
Shh.
eyes?
Just get out and close the door.
Thank you.
We're calling about the medication. So I'm kind of on the pharmacy side of the insurance plan. So I'm from Adhere Health. Yeah, but we call them. No, I'm with Adhere Health, but I'm from Cigna. We work with Cigna Healthcare Plan. Oh, okay, that's great. Do you have a moment to go over a few of your maybe blood pressure or cholesterol medications? Okay, great. Thank you. And it'll just take about 5 minutes. This call doesn't take long. Um, okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me much better now? Great. And to provide you with the best service, please know this call has been monitored and recorded. Okay. And so, since we'll be discussing your medications, I would need to ask you to verify your date of birth. Thank you. And how about your complete address? Thank you. And for privacy, mm-hmm. Oh, right. I'm calling because it looks like you may be coming up or overdue to have your medications refilled. And mm, yeah, okay. And you can always contact, yeah, you can always contact your plan sponsor. They're open 7 days a week, and I have a number, customer service number. This is how we got your information. It's 1-800-668-3813, and you. Mm, and that's just your plan sponsor, yeah, to see if, because you said, how do you know? Yeah, how do you know if we're contracted through Cigna? So we reach out to patients about their medication. So we on the pharmacy side here. We're just trying to make sure that you have all the things you need, especially with COVID going on. If you need any assistance, things like that. Yes, ma'am. Right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Okay. Mhm. Sorry.
Where am I? You can see from my shadow, but that's weird. All you see is my face. Is it actually? It can't be possible. What did I do?
That's great. That's great. And while I'm pulling up your medications, you don't have any challenges like getting to the doctor, pharmacy, or grocery store? Any challenges like getting to the doctor or pharmacy or grocery store? No challenges. Do you have any problems like getting to the doctor or the pharmacy? Yeah. Maybe like a ride or getting a ride or paying for certain medications, you know. Okay. No problem. And for privacy reasons, could you please state your first and last name? Okay, thank you. And in case we get disconnected, this is the best phone number to reach you back on, correct? With 706-331-1439.
Where am I?
One moment. I'm sorry, one moment. Right. And yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I just need to go over your medication. One moment. My computer kind of went out just a second. I'm trying to get her to go back to the screen that I was on. One moment. Yeah, it sometimes can be a hassle. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's great. Sorry. I just need to go over one medication, and that's your lisinopril with hydrochlorothiazide for blood pressure. Do you have that bottle in front of you?
Yeah, I just delete the clip.
Okay. Let me see. Did we just call you or did you had called? Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. And what about the date of the last fill? Do you have that in front of you? The last time you got a refill? Okay. Okay. The lisinopril hydrochlorothiazide? Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, that's great. Okay.
It can't. The shadow's not showing anything. Just my head. So what is the camera
So
recording?
you say you picked it up already. Okay, that's great. And it is for a 90-day supply. How about, have you spoken with your doctor about an annual comprehensive medication review? Like going over all your medications?
OMG.
Okay, great.
Man.
So what about,
Man.
okay, this is great. What about getting any of your medications delivered to your home? Oh, that's what you. Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, well, I just want to thank you, Miss Fortune, for taking a few minutes out your day to discuss your medications. And please remember to continue taking your medications every day the way the doctor prescribed, as just missing one dose can affect your health. If you have any questions or concerns about the medication we discussed today, you can always give us a call back at 1-888-660-8455. I thank you for your time and you have a wonderful day. No problem.